Introducing the all-new Corolla.
The field project is called CONTRAST, which stands for Convective Transport of Active Species in the Tropics. Scientists say that the atmosphere in our region is a major factor in shaping climate worldwide, and the researchers want to understand how that chemistry in the atmosphere is changing with rising global temperatures. University of Miami climatologist Elliot Edlers told us about the project.
I'm standing in front of the research aircraft from the National Science Foundation that's here to study the chemistry and the weather and the climate around the area around Guam. We're here because it's a very special place in the atmosphere where conditions are quite unique.
Scientists say that the tropical waters in the western Pacific create a chimney-like effect, creating warm air flows that feed heat and moisture into the upper atmosphere, creating at times huge thunderstorms and tropical cyclones, constantly pushing gases and air particles into the stratosphere where they spread out over the entire planet and influence worldwide climate. The research aircraft has been dubbed FAM for Facility for Airborne Atmospheric Measurements. It's outfitted with high-tech scientific gear to measure the slightest traces of greenhouse gases.
Aircraft is it's 30 years old. We've been running it for just over 10. It was actually the first BAE 146, but FAM started using it 10 years ago to replace, we had a Hercules. And at the moment it's kitted out for mainly chemistry. We're looking for climate change, evidence of climate change, and the really fine trace elements, greenhouse gases. And we're filling a hole in the model at the moment, so we haven't got many measurements over the Pacific. So that's why we're out here for a month. We're not here on holiday, no.
The researchers have come from the University of Maryland, NASA, and Great Britain, as well as the University of Miami, to study the atmospheric layers from sea level to the upper reaches of the atmosphere.
We brought a range of scientists and engineers and meteorologists to come to the site to study the region, because it's never really been studied before. So we're making progress in trying to understand the air motions and the air chemistry, and we're doing this in conjunction with colleagues from the United Kingdom and colleagues from NASA and other universities to have actually several aircraft to cover the region of the atmosphere from very low down near the ocean to very high near the upper regions of the atmosphere.
Another vehicle being used during this project is NASA's Global Hawk, which has been flying out of Andersen Air Force Base, gathering measurements in the upper atmosphere. Both projects are taking in air samples and measuring the content of that air from the ocean surface to the stratosphere, 60,000 feet above. The aim is to help us better understand the climate changes that are taking place now throughout the rest of the world. Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.